Howdy folks, Feedy here, back with the next episode of Crusader Kings 2, Orthodox Russia. Chief Yadney reminds you of all the good work he has done lately. He thinks that with a fair compensation from his own pocket, the chiefdom of Mezan is only a modest request. He will be repaid, but not like this. Are you blackmailing me? You'd be happy to keep your job. I would lose the trait charitable and gain the trait greedy, and we become bitter rivals. I don't want to give him that, so are you blackmailing me? Ooh, I do believe that gives me enough money to create the duchy. And I think I can... No, I don't have enough. We're gonna run at speed 3 for just a moment. But what I am going to do now, I'm gonna have to get rid of some people in court. I'm gonna pause it real quick while I'm doing this. 24. Just gonna try to bring people's dislike of me down a bit. We have to pick a deity. I'm gonna go with the first one because it's got martial. And I'm also gonna search for a weaponsmith. My liege, I am pleased to report the success of my mission to Kanin. The majority of the population have been converted to the Slavic faith. Your humble diviner, Olga. So we're gonna go ahead and look at my marshal has told me about a remarkable weaponsmith residing in Kaloy. He suggested that I invite the man to my court to see his work for myself. If he manages to impress me, I could order my own custom-made item. A fine idea. These are just all the people that I kicked out of my court. Once the weaponsmith's craftsmanship has been checked by my most knowledgeable attendants to ensure the quality was sufficient, I received him in the throne room. He introduced himself as Master Nego and gestured towards his numerous assistants, who all carried examples of his work. Does my High Chief have anything special in mind? I'm thinking a battle axe, being that we are in the Nordic area. Axe, I see. An excellent choice, my High Chief, says Master Nego, and calls forward an assistant cradling several axes in his arms. I have a couple of examples here. One must determine what one need and how much one is willing to pay, though they would all serve your highness well. Craft me something of high quality that I can bring with me to combat. It's going to cost me 50 gold. And we are going to go back and as I was walking towards the master's smithy, I could not hear the sound of progress, but instead the sound of voices talking. I found Nego in my court ear discussing different metals and their compositions. All this talk was making my head spin and definitely halting the progress on the work I have ordered. I'm gonna go with the prestige gain. He's here to make me a weapon, not talk to people. I'm gonna make this my primary title. That looks better, so now we can tell it apart from this other stuff. I've been spending more time with my wife lately, and though of course we didn't marry for love, I can tell it is growing between us. Marital bliss. It has been many weeks since I commissioned Master Nego to work for me, and today my council has informed me that it has fled from my lands to the court of Chief Yandy, taking the work promised to me and any gold left with him. Well then. Going to go ahead and revoke his title. And we're gonna try to imprison him. We have a 50% chance. And he's now in prison. And if I banish him, I will should get his any gold that he's got. He's only got 7 gold. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to him now, for now. And oh, he was my steward. That's alright, we've got another pretty good steward here. And we are going to have him build legend. She's not a big fan of me, so I'm gonna just look and see. Yeah, no. Could have my wife do it. Most of the people are not going to be too happy with me right now because of the switching of the religions. I'm going to go ahead and work on converting these main 4 because them are the ones that I'm going to hold on to. I'm allowed to hold on to 7 counties myself. Ooh, we have more room for more retinue growth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do another light infantry. Just purely for the numbers. So that brings our military up to 1,500 personal army, and then possible 3,300. During a mission to try and fabricate a claim on the title Onega Peninsula, my chancellor has been murdered. Interesting. So I'm going to need a new chancellor. This guy's 17, plus that'll help improve his relation with me. And this guy still has just... oh, his army's nowhere near as big as it used to be. Nice. So I'm going to send my chancellor there to fabricate claims on him. So then we could, if we win the war, we can control all of this through here. I'm going to see if this guy, he still wouldn't come peacefully. Weaponsmith has been built. It's unfortunate that that weaponsmith took off with my axe that he was making and the gold. And of course I can't do it again. But we're gonna worship the ancestors. Guide my sword in battle. As I enter my chambers, all of the work I had done in my spare time seems to have been cleaned up and put back. Books are neatly set in alphabetical order and notes have been thrown away. Toyasha was apparently cleaning earlier. She's quietly cleaning her chambers after my episode, and it seems like this is a very thorough child. She gains the trait conscious. You asked your ancestors for military power and prowess in battle. Now it's time to present your offering. What will you give them in return? We're going to go ahead and sacrifice our prisoner. The offering struggled violently when the bull and her disciples pushed it down on the offering stone. The ancestors will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. Now all you can do is wait and hope. I'm going to go ahead and combine them armies. What is... 9K supply. Young Chechama has finished her education in the ways of war. It turned out less than expected. Not too concerned. Oh, my council will not approve. Haha. He who laughs last laughs the longest. Finally, that rapacious infidel Yedin has left this fine earth. While everything will definitely be better without him, I have a lot of extra time on my hands now. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Bond over the death with his older enemy. Find a new rival to amuse yourself with. He's not independent. Oh, it looks like Novgorod broke apart a bit here. Oh. She died. was slain by Chief Sampo. So he killed her. I wonder if it was to put this guy in charge. I've recently noticed one of my soldiers, Nebtico, is something else, to say the least. He outmaneuvers warriors with twice his experience in the sparring ring on a regular basis. Perhaps I can find him a new position. He became a loyal servant. Have a peasant revolt. So we're just gonna go deal with this peasant revolt real quick. This guy is... he's got a rent in him. Interesting. Usually these revolts go pretty quick. And just like that, we have a new prisoner. And we cannot ransom any of them. We have known plots. Nobody wants to kill me. But we do have threats. What would the council vote? Somebody arriving in my court. They're all returning favors to this guy. Or no, to this guy. And he's my brother, who is also my heir. Could have him send or assemble a mercenary company and send them away. He would make money for us. Just gonna keep trying to increase our economy up here. Almost making 1 ducat a month. So that's a big improvement over what it was before. Defensive attack against interesting. I'd like to be able to get something going with them now that I can interact with them. Oh, my wife is finally pregnant. About time. Bulgarian revolt is still going on. The High Chief of Perm has been imprisoned. At first the signs were small, easily dismissed as coincidences, but now they are becoming too frequent to be ignored. My wife will give birth under auspicious stars. Alright, folks, on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up here. And as always, if you like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.